Imagine you're buying a new EPOS system for your restaurant, pub, cafe, takeaway. One supplier quotes you $695 for a commercially graded touchscreen terminal, and they explain to you the specification of it, the warranty, why it's suitable for a busy hospitality environment, and then they quote you separately for the software, installation and support. But they don't ask you about processing your card payments. The next day though, another provider shows you what appears to be a similar till, printer and card machine, but this time they explain to you that the hardware is free, or perhaps the whole package is a lot cheaper, like $199, $299 or $399, something like that. Naturally, you start to wonder whether the first supplier was trying to overcharge you. How can one company need $695 for a terminal while another can apparently provide everything for $299 or even nothing at all? That answer's simple. The equipment still has a real cost, but what's changed is the business model. A conventional EPOS supplier recovers the cost of the equipment when it sells the system to you, but a payments-led provider may make very little profit on the hardware, sell it below its normal value, or sometimes supply it for nothing up front as a loss leader. Why? Because the real opportunity for them is not selling you a till, it's processing every card payment your business takes, potentially for many years to come. Now, that does not automatically make the offer bad. One provider handling your EPOS and payments can be convenient, and it gives you just one company to call when something goes wrong. But the hardware is not free. Its cost may simply be recovered through the wider relationship. So the real question is not which till is cheapest today, it's what will this complete relationship cost my business and how much freedom will I have later on? Changing a standalone card machine is normally manageable. In fact, really quick and easy to do. But changing an established EPOS system's not. Your system contains your menu, your prices, your table plan, stock records, online ordering menus, accounting system connections, management reports, and most importantly, it holds all your business's sales history. It shows you what you sold, when you sold it, which products perform the best, and how your business may have changed over time. If you operate a loyalty scheme as well, it holds really valuable customer information, like what the people bought, how often they visited, and how much they spent. This is not simply information sitting on a till, it's a detailed record of how your business operates and who its customers are. Your team knows the system too. Front of house staff know how to enter orders, move tables, split bills. The kitchen knows how the orders are going to appear. The manager knows where to find the reports they need. So moving can mean transferring data, rebuilding menus, reconnecting software integrations, retraining the staff, and of course, risking disruption to the business while you're trading. And that's why EPOS is such a sticky product. Once your business depends upon the system, you may stay with the same provider even when the payment deal is no longer competitive, simply because replacing the whole platform feels too difficult. The provider does not need a 5-year EPOS contract to retain you. The inconvenience and operational risk of moving does that for them. Most providers will say their prices and conditions are available somewhere, and that may be true, but making information available is not the same as helping the customer understand the commercial reality. A headline may promote free software, discounted hardware, or one simple card rate. The conditions may sit elsewhere: a paid software upgrade, a requirement to use the provider's payment service, a higher software price if you use someone else, or hardware that never becomes yours. A transparent provider should be able to explain in ordinary language how it makes money from your account and what the complete arrangement is likely to cost. Square is a really useful example. Square for Restaurants offers a free entry-level package with processing charges whenever you take a card payment. Now, for a new cafe or takeaway, that can be a really easy, convenient way to start off. But the free package is not Square's most complete hospitality system. Square for Restaurants Plus currently costs £69 per month per location, and that includes much more advanced hospitality functions like more detailed reporting, customer and kitchen display software, and longer support hours. The free plan generally offers telephone support between 9 and 5, Monday to Friday. But for most hospitality businesses, the most busiest periods are evenings and weekends, and that really matters. So that stuff costs extra, as well as kiosks, loyalty, marketing, other products, which can increase the cost of the service further, and other hardware which needs to be purchased separately. There's nothing wrong with charging for more advanced software. The problem comes when a free starter package is compared with another provider's complete system. By the time your menu's built, your printers are connected, your staff are trained, and years of sales history have accumulated, upgrading is usually easier than leaving. So don't only ask, what does it cost to get started? Ask, what will the system we actually need cost over the next 5 years? Square's standard face-to-face card rate is currently 1.75%, but Square also says that businesses processing more than 200k per year may be eligible for custom pricing. That means two businesses with the same turnover could pay completely different rates. One customer knows to ask, and the other customer, sadly, just trusts the advertised price on the website. Now, a business taking 5k per week on cards processing around 260k per year, at 1.75%, the annual processing cost is approximately $4,500. At 1%, it's approximately 2,600. That's a difference of around $2,000 every year. At 10k per week, the annual difference rises to nearly £4,000. Those figures are before adding software, hardware, or additional products. Now, compare that with the £396 difference between a 695 till and a 299 till. The hardware difference may feel important on day one, but over 5 years, the payment rate can matter far more. But there is another trap. It would be easy to assume that the answer is simply to find a 1% blended rate. Blended rate is simple, predictable, and can represent really good value. However, most UK card payments are made using debit cards. A debit card heavy hospitality business like a coffee shop may be better off with separate card rates for debit, credit, commercial, and international cards. We regularly see consumer card rates at around 0.3%, but that doesn't mean the complete cost will be 0.3%. There may be also additional transaction charges, charge for rental of the card machine, and minimum monthly payments and higher rates for other card types. So neither the lowest debit card rate nor the simplest blended rate should be accepted without calculation. If you're looking at providers, give each at least 3 of your recent processing card statements. Ask them to apply their proposal to your actual turnover, your number of transactions, your average transaction value, and the card mix. Ask them to show you the complete annual costs in pounds. That's the comparison that really matters. A commercial grade EPOS terminal has a genuine cost. In our experience, a suitable unit will commonly sell for approximately $395 to $695, depending upon the specification. That price usually reflects the processing power, screen quality, warranty, resistance to spills and dust, and whether the terminal includes a printer or customer display. A conventional EPOS company buys the equipment and sells it to the customer. Depending upon the project, it will make them a gross margin of say 20 to 30%. That margin contributes towards the configuration, installation support, warranty, administration, and a reasonable business profit. A payments-led provider will make a different decision. If subsidising a £600 terminal helps secure a customer processing hundreds of thousands of pounds every year, the subsidy may be worthwhile to them. EPOS Now provides a really useful example. At the time of writing, its UK website advertises a complete solution for $299 plus VAT, reduced from a stated price of $895. But the lower hardware price is connected to a wider arrangement. EPOS Now states that the discounted solution requires a 12-month care and support subscription starting at £54 per month. Its published terms also describe a payments link proposition requiring customers to process either at least 75% of their card transactions or a minimum of £2,000 through EPOS Now payments during each 28 rolling day period. If that condition is not met, the customer may be moved to a differently priced proposition. That is what a hardware subsidy looks like in practice. The terminal price is linked to the expected value of the payments relationship. There is also an ownership question. Depending upon the arrangement, the equipment may be sold, rented, financed, loaned, or supplied as hardware as a service. So make sure you ask, who owns the equipment today? Will ownership transfer to us at the end of the agreement? Or will it have to be returned? And what becomes payable if we leave the relationship early? A provider may tell you that its EPOS system works well with other card machines. That answer is not enough. A payment-agnostic EPOS system can integrate with several payment providers, allowing the sale amount to pass automatically from the till to the card machine. The real question is whether you can keep that full integration at a fair software price if you choose another payment provider. The recent EPOS Now and Dojo situation show why this really matters. Many businesses used EPOS Now for EPOS and Dojo for card payment processing. The integration allowed again the till to send the correct sale amount automatically to the Dojo card machine. However, earlier this year, Dojo representatives said that the partnership had ended following EPOS Now's decision to deactivate that integration. Affected customers then had to make a really difficult choice. They could move their payments, continue without integration, accept different pricing, or replace the EPOS system. The wider lesson is about control. A business may believe it's chosen its EPOS and payment providers independently, while the EPOS company still controls whether those services services continue to work together. Some providers make the restriction explicit. Toast UK agreement requires the merchant to use Toast as its exclusive provider of access to payment processing services during the term. Lightspeed has also linked free or discounted hardware offers to customers using only Lightspeed payments. Now, none of those automatically make those providers the wrong choice. You may decide that the convenience of one supplier is worth the loss of flexibility, but you should make that trade knowingly. So make sure you ask, if our payment deal stops being competitive, can we move to another provider with full integration without losing functions, paying more for the software, or replacing the EPOS system? And make sure you get the answer in writing. So, how do you protect yourself before signing up with anyone? Use this 5-step test. 1. Price the complete system. Do not compare the cheapest package on each website. List what your business actually needs, including tills and other extras that you think you might need in the future. Handheld ordering, kitchen screens, stock control, loyalty, reporting, and so on. Ask every provider to price the same system. 2. Use your real card statements. Give each provider at least 3 of your recent statements and ask them to calculate its price using your actual turnover, transaction count, and card mix. Make sure you ask for blended pricing and separate card rates. Then ask which option gives your business the lowest complete annual cost in pounds. 3. Follow the hardware. Ask what it normally sells for, what you're paying for up front, who owns it, and what happens if you leave. Also ask what the same hardware and software would cost without the provider's payment service. 4. Test your payment freedom. Ask which other payment providers remain fully integrated, whether using them changes your software price, and whether an integration charge applies, and whether the connection can be withdrawn. Again, try and get these answers in writing. And 5. Compare the complete 5-year cost. Make sure you include software licenses, hardware, payment processing, card machine rental, support, the additional products, installation, and the likely cost of moving later. Remember that the software, payments and equipment rental may all have separate agreements and notice periods. The objective is not to find the cheapest till on the day you buy it. It's to choose an arrangement with the right functions, suitable equipment, reliable support, clear ownership and transparent costs, with a payment choice which gives you a realistic route out if you need it. The 695 terminal may simply show you the visible price of the hardware. The 299 or free terminal may be cheaper today because the provider expects to earn more from the wider relationship over time, by often charging you a higher card payment processing rate. Either arrangement could be right, but you should know what you're choosing. So before you sign, ask the 4 questions. What will the complete system cost? What will the payments cost using our actual card statements? Who owns the hardware? And can we change payment provider without replacing the system that runs our business? Now, if you've already started comparing EPOS and payment proposals, then feel free to send us the quotes, agreements, and recent card processing statements you've received. We can help you separate the software, hardware, payment charges, ownership conditions, and any exit costs. We'll also help you compare blended and separate card rates using your actual turnover and card mix. Obviously, there's no obligation to buy from us. We just really want to help. And if another provider's proposal is right for your business, we'll happily tell you. The decision, as always, remains yours. Our job's just to make sure it's an informed one.